Hey guys, welcome to Hannah's Backyard. Um, Today I'm going to be taking the machete and chopping up the corn, or not chopping it up, chopping it down. I'm going to leave the roots and stuff in, and then we'll till it up in the fall. But I always intend on decorating for fall, and when I do, then stuff stays up for a long time and whatnot. So this year I'm just not doing it. So I'm going to chop all these up, put them in the compost pile I have down below on the bottom part of our property. And from there, I'm going to start trimming up my tomatoes. We had a frost last night, a heavy frost. And I'll bring you through and kind of show you some of the damage on some of these plants here. So I'm going to cut off what got damaged and kind of trim things up and see kind of how it goes. I'm not sure if we get a couple more frosts, then things will just be done. But I have a lot of tomatoes on the plant yet, so I think if I just get rid of the damaged part of the plant, that it'll do better. So I guess come along and check out the garden. It's got to be week 20 maybe. And look at these tomatoes. So I will kind of show you everything probably after, but figured I'd bring you guys along. Okay, this is how I'm gonna leave this part till we get all the compost on it. I still gotta take everything out, but I'm just gonna let this sit for now and move on to the tomatoes after I dump this. Okay, so here is the updated garden. So I started to clean all this up. I would like to contain the mint into this area. I found thyme in here, which I knew I started it, but didn't realize it came back because it was underneath all the mint. My 2 sage plants, the peppermint. I'd like to move this all together. Started to remove all my plant matter for the winter. Still have to do this side. It's pretty late in the season, so I don't know if I'm gonna mess it up if I do this, but I think I'm going to anyway. I think I'm gonna mow these berries, the strawberries, only because I need to get down to where I can thin them and it's manageable. And you can see there's like a lot of grass in here, and some thistles and whatnot. So I'd like to, mow that. I mean, I'm still getting, that's the problem. So some of these are ever bearing, but I can't thin them or anything because everything's just so full. That was not good. But I'd like to take better care of these next year and maybe move them also. And then just cleaning all this up. I have this area prepped. I'm going to come back in with the tiller this weekend to plant my garlic. I'm going to go straight across. So I need to add some manure or my compost and then till everything together and then plant the garlic in here. So it's a pretty big area. This is where I had my onions, and this was my garlic and carrots. So they're all gone. I still have the Swiss chard, just kind of letting it do its thing. It has grown immensely in size since I planted it. And on the back side here, I have curly leaf parsley and flat leaf parsley, and both plants look really pretty. I'm down to just have some spinach and another spinach plant and a little bit of lettuce. But this was 2 kale plants, and this was, I think, 1. I think it's just 1 plant. And look at this. It's so big. It just keeps sending off other little side shoots. Oh no, okay, so it was just 1 plant. Pretty crazy. But this one over here was 2. This is the Dino Kale. And look at this new plant. It's really pretty. So I'm definitely gonna pick this, freeze it, the new stuff. The older stuff down here, I'll probably just give over to my chickens. So you could see we had a frost, and this is some of the damage it did to my plants. Pretty minimal, but I have a lot of cherries, or a lot of tomatoes in general yet. But you can see some of the damage that it caused, the frost. Same thing with my peppers. But I have a lot of peppers on the plant yet, so what I need to do is come through, pull them, freeze them, just use everything I have. So there's a whole bunch here, so that's my next goal. I'm going to leave the plants until I absolutely can't. And then I think it's time to pick some tomatoes again. There's just a ton on the plant. This watermelon took a pretty big hit with the frost. I'm still leaving that there. It hasn't been wanting to come off. Yeah, it hasn't been wanting to come off the vine yet. So I'm just kind of rotating it. And there's still some of the plant that's good there. And then over here, I've just been letting this go wild. These are the tiger striped artisan cherry. I don't think they're a cherry. Tomato. Somebody's mad. But these are really pretty. Oh, see, look at how easy that came off. But I think what I'm going to do with these is make some, give that to the chickens, sun-dried tomatoes, like in the oven. Put them on a pan and dry them for a while on the pan. And yeah, so then I have, look at all these. This has just it's blown my mind how much it's grown. Let me come through. I have been pruning up the other stuff, but I haven't touched this just because I wanted to see what it looked like. And down here I have, you can see this one probably was the worst, the Shih Tzu, which these were not hot, but now that they're red, they are hot. And yeah, so I have to pick those. I have to pick the paprikas. I got some Anaheims on here. My jalapenos, they're just loaded right up. Cayennes, you can see all the yellow cayenne on there. And look at all the reds. So that has to be picked. The fusili, however you say it. That's right here. Isn't that a gorgeous plant? It's very pretty. But these are very, very hot. I made my hot sauce out of them. Let's see. Got the corn down. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll bring you through the center. You can see all the tomatoes. And the chickens have absolutely, I'm getting ready to pick the Brussels sprouts. A lot of them, I just started them too early this year. For when we got our frost, we actually created more Brussels sprout plants off of the one. So yes, you can see that's just a little crazy. I have to clean off the trellises. These ones, everything is dead. The chickens did their job. As you can see, there's not a weed besides that nettle plant over there, but everything else is cleaned right up. Them chickens better not be laying eggs in the brush. I've been low on eggs the last couple of days, and I'm wondering. They cleaned up my broccoli. So everything's doing really well. They're doing a good job. And everything I pick from here, I just throw into here and let them take care of it. This is all the basil. I intended on picking it all to dry it, but then we got frost. So that idea went kaput, I guess you would say. But just a little bit more cleanup. But so far, I'm happy with the progress of the garden and how things went this year. But quite a bit of harvesting left to do. So I guess I better get on that. Here, these are what I got for the pumpkins. I really like these blue ones. They turned out really pretty. And these other ones I'm not sure why they turned like that, but anywho. So I suppose, the chickens did eat some of the carrots. Not much. I had a couple bad carrots. But we'll see you guys later.